people can see it. But like for music,
Shut the
I'm
fuck
hella
up,
crazy.
Craig.
But yeah, in another server, they're basically like, what is it? Yeah, scrobbling, where whatever music you're listening to, it like basically makes it public, like people can see it. So it's like your
I would never do
music watch history or music listening history is like public, so people can look at what you're doing, and then like look at what you're listening to, and then like
Number
put their taste
easiest way
together
to
with
get
you.
yourself easiest way to get yourself judged by some music elitist.
Yeah, they're using it as a way to like like to harass people.
Yeah, exactly. That is
So funny.
I cannot believe this shit.
It's
like
just
like
like
if my music history went live, right? For my last week, my music history would be Yakuza 0 OST, Bakameta, Yakuza 0 OST, 24 Cinderella, Yakuza 0 OST,
so fired.
Friday night. They would just go, what the fuck they listen to?
So yeah, that's what they're doing. They set up like a whole music channel, like music like discussion channel dedicated to this thing that they're doing, and I'm just like, man,
I would not participate.
I joined in just because I thought it would be funny, and yeah, I have not been on the chopping block yet. Right now it's just a circle jerk of elitism and showing off their very peculiar and very what's
See,
the
that is
word?
exactly
Very
what happens
specific,
when you
very
share music
specific
tastes.
music tastes.
Yeah, that is exactly what happens when you share your music taste with random people online. That is what happens.
I know, right? It's so fire. It's like, you should listen to real music, guys.
You should
And
really listen to
then,
real music, and then got fucking cues of fucking fartcore or whatever the fuck.
Oh, like fucking, there's like a whole lot of stuff, like lollycore, there's amen punk, there is
Oh.
all those different genres that you have no idea existed. And then, to be fair, they're not bad. But at the same time, you're like, well, okay, I guess.
I would never be caught this.
When did I ask you to give me these tracks?
Dude, like, how I like Polyphia and all that? I listen to Polyphia. He goes, Polyphia is mid. You should listen to real metal or something like that. And I'm just like, okay, bro.
He's fucking mid, bro. He is mid. He does not understand
He
that
does
people
not.
have taste. He is mid. He lacks the critical information.
He likes to. I mean, to be fair, I'm not one to judge people for their music tastes. I
Not gonna
just
lie.
feel,
People really be bashing others in order to find some kind of sense of self-value.
self-value, validation.
Like,
Yes, very, very cool
yeah.
stuff.
So dumb. So dumb.
Really.
Like they will look at my music playlist and they'll see. Actually, let me open it. I'll show you. They will see Hell, Murder in My Mind, the same song but slowed. Live Another Day by the same artist. Close Eyes. All of these songs, by the way, all funk, by the way. They will see. It's just funk.
Funk. No way.
Yeah, it's just funk. There's Land of Fire, Avoid Me, Dead on Arrival, and then Sahara.
I see.
And then there's some random other bullshit because this used to be a funk playlist, right? But then I said, you know what, fuck it, I like these songs too. So I put in some meme songs in this shit,
Wow.
like The Perfect Girl and same songs, instrumental messages from the stars. Yeah, that one.
What the fuck?
Then Imagine
How do you know
Dragons.
that? Oh,
Two
I know
covers.
Imagine Dragons.
Two different maniacs, two different songs with the same name, but different. So one is a cover. Then there's a fucking rap.
Or
Another funk song, two more funk songs. Hotline Miami OST. Two of those. Another funk song, and then another funk song, then another one. And then there's another meme song. Then there's Earth, Wind and Fire, Let's Groove.
Let's go, let's groove tonight.
And then there's fucking Joji's TikTok.
Nani?
Oh,
Yeah,
Joji.
Nani?
Yeah,
Jo-
and then
Joji.
Alright.
Joji.
Fair enough.
there's another
Joji?
weird song. It's not even funk, it's just weird. And then there's the fucking, that one. That
I have
song.
no
Oh,
idea.
It's a meme song as well. I saw.
Yeah, running in the 90s, I think.
This one.
Running in the 90s.
And then it's Yakuza Zero OST 3 times, and then it's just the two of us. By Grover
Just the
Washington.
two of us.
Yeah, that's a good song.
We can make it if we try. What a banger.
They will look at my playlist and they will go,
Give up
"Man,
on us, baby.
do you have a sense of consistency and coherence? Are you coherent? Do you not know
are
what
you
being
coherent?
means? Do you not know what
bro.
coherent means?
We are in the
Do you-
gang of the people who have random stuff in their playlist so far.
True, so true.
I love having diversity.
My previous playlist is more, balanced. It's just J-pop. It's 41 songs, just J-pop. That one is 46. And this one is just random bullshit I found this year.
I'm not gonna be able to see whatever you're posting or whatever you're streaming because I'm kind of really going through my tablet and trying to organize my files here.
Sad.
Just the two of us.
It's a good song.
Just the two. I am changing my clothes, gentlemen. Would you like to?
If they found out my music tastes, they would have a field day with me.
Can't believe it. This motherfucker's trying to fucking strip in front of us. What the fuck is wrong with him? I show him my tum tum on live stream, and now
Why
he's
did
just
you have to
gonna
bring
try
that
to
up
strip.
again?
Huh? What?
I'm just saying you're
What?
doubling
What?
fucking
Who said,
down.
Who said this?
What? What?
You're fucking doubling down, bro.
So Goose,
Shut up, Enzo. We do not need
What?
to have a lot more people know
you
about
brought it up.
We,
What are you talking about?
What?
we can
What?
we can leave this unknown. We can leave this critical information for ourselves, and we'll take it to the
Bro.
grave.
So I must know.
I must know, he says.
It's okay, Goose. Sometimes must know and I like to know is sometimes the same.
Personally, I would just. I actually don't know what I would do in this situation. It's okay, guys. Alright.
Well, this is
So-
always gonna be good content, wouldn't it?
Is it? Maybe, who knows? Good content in the sense of like.
My YouTube channel gonna be taken down.
Good content at the cost of all future content.
This is the perfect ending to our pen series, isn't it?
No!
The best is the
You
best
haven't
one.
even animated. Not animated. You haven't even finished season 3 yet. Come on now. You can't do this.
Both to assume that we are getting a season 3.
Oh, unfortunate.
Pen talk
It's-
is over. It's cancelled.
It's over,
gone.
guys.
So
Alright, I'm preparing to leave the place that I am inhabiting. Alright, I think it is time for me to turn on my camera and turn on mobile data.
Bye.
Let's get ready to Google Maps so we
Bye.
can.
Google Maps just blocks myself. Goose left, by the way, so yeah. Anyway,
no,
he
he
just
left.
doesn't want to go with us to,
Oh, I wanted to
the
ask
place.
Goose. Actually, Goose is gonna hear this through our podcast. So,
Punch.
hey guys, welcome to the Ginto and Enzoh podcast.
Why
Today
did
we're
you do the
watching.
intro now?
Hey.
How are you supposed to like show it? This is not supposed to. You're not. I don't think you're supposed to show. Yeah, it's fine.
I mean, I'm not gonna be
Do
able
I
to
have my
record you
key?
fucking going to the fucking place. But you know what? I'm gonna narrate it. I'm gonna narrate it like the Carbol desk analysts. I'm gonna
Let's
make commentary.
go. Last time you did commentary, you made me want to like cry because I think that was when one of
is
the
wrong
unfortunate
with you?
times that I
What is wrong with you?
streamed Carball to other people. One of the very few times.
What is
And
wrong
then
with you?
you gave very cool. Okay. All right,
Shut up.
gentlemen. It is time.
Well, we're looking
Holy
at
hell.
grass. We're looking at moss. We're looking at this these. This,
I really hope that the mobile data doesn't fuck itself over.
It's okay, Enzo.
It's fine. I'll find out the hard way.
We're now walking down these stairs from this house with a blue door. Enzo,
Yes.
wearing a blue shoe and a blue pantsuit, is
You gotta say it.
nonchalantly walking down. The stream is now frozen at the stairs.
Is it?
I'm now looking at the same scenery. I'll take a screenshot for future reference. This will appear in the video, folks. The audio documentary.
Is it working?
Now it is working.
Can you see it?
We see
Nice.
Enzo walking into this abandoned parking lot. We see no people
I will
because
not get
everyone is
stabbed.
dead because of the pandemic.
Everyone's
He
dead
walks
because of the
past.
pandemic.
Actually, I'm gonna narrate this like some kind of noir. He walked through the streets, empty.
Post-apocalyptic world.
No
Real life Arknights.
people were to be seen. He passed many cars of diverging colors, but there was no color in his mind. A monotonous life he lived, sitting alone in his empty room, talking to a virtual friend that he did not even know existed in real life. The sky
So
was
true.
blue. Clouds floated in the sky. He looked around, bewildered. There were no
wait.
words.
Wait. I need to do this like an actual game.
I cannot believe this shit. I cannot believe this shit. Do that shit again. Do this shit again. He walked through the streets, cars passing him by. He flexed his pants, waiting for some action.
I look like a fucking retard. But people are gonna look at me like down the road.
The streets were a little bit wet from the rain that had poured yesterday. He passed by a graffiti which had "Rad" written onto it.
Rad. I don't even know what I was trying to say.
He walked upon a grate. Underneath, the sewers flew. He touched a blue box connected to a post, which also had a green light, yellow light, and red light. The light turned green. He walked towards the score, a megalith of a building.
Oh man.
He reached the other side. He looked to his right. He saw grass,
I love
monotonous.
grass.
monotonous as well. In front of him, clouds were gathering
Hey,
as
over
if
there
to
it says there like
symbolize.
staff parking. It says staff parking only, but like it's like an abandoned part of everything. It's like overrun. There's no staff. There's
You
no.
look at the signpost
Truly
saying staff
post-apocalyptic
parking only,
world.
but there was no staff to be seen, and no cars to be seen as well.
I
He
know,
walked
right?
towards the heavily fortified establishment, passing it by, keeping in mind to not bother this establishment, as he saw the unfortunate few who did, getting dragged away and never being seen again. In front of him, he saw "Fight, let's go." There, he passed through the grated doors. He looked to his right and saw greenery, shrubbery, abandoned, untended.
Camouflage.
He remembered this was indeed a good place to hide. He got close to the entrance of the shop.
You might die from much grass exposure because of your habits.
Left to him were some shopping carts. He did not need one, for it was a short journey he was embarking. In front of
I
him
need
was
to
a
remember what I'm
man
trying to get.
with a red shirt and a white pants, walking
Oh, I forgot to
nonchalantly
bring my
into
bag.
the shopping.
I forgot to
He
bring
lowered
my
his
bag.
gaze, for he did not want to make eye contact with the normal people in this shop, in this establishment.
Normal people.
He
normal
passed by
people,
the vegetables. He passed by the blue canned goods. He
I need
reached
to remember what I'm
more
trying to get.
vegetables. In front of him were some cabbages.
On the cashier as he brings in his
The
entire
cabbages looked at him,
on single hand.
a look of despair,
Where am I supposed to
knowing that their kind were being
Cash
eaten.
out.
He walked through the
Oil.
white aisles, passing
Oil,
by people
oil,
who were
oil.
absorbed in their phones, in their virtual media,
Virtual
unknowing of the
media.
world that was laying ahead of him.
So is
He looked
Enzo.
he
Where?
looked around towards the aisles in search of something that he was trying to buy but could not remember.
Wait, what?
I'm
Your
lost. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm not lost.
Reminisced of the old times when he would visit these establishments with his mother, hand in hand. His mother would say, "Hold my hands."
No.
Blink, blink, blink. Censored for personal information protection. Hold my hands. You will get lost. He
Enzo.
thought to
Oh,
himself.
I found it.
I eventually did not hold her hands. He was lost. Today, he was not lost. He picked up some vegetable oil. He put it in his inventory. He equipped the vegetable oil. He walked towards the counter, ready to. He
Oh
hit
shit.
the trolley that was in front of him, containing other
I know I was
miscellaneous
supposed to buy
goods.
something else. Eggs.
Now
Oh yeah,
buy
eggs.
A carton of milk and a can of Pepsi.
He went forward. He saw
Eggs.
people
Eggs.
passing by. He thought to himself,
Eggs.
I'm
it's
not
over here.
lost in the store, in the geographical sense, in the navigational sense, but I am lost in my mind.
He is lost for real.
It's over.
It's so.
A dreadful feeling washed over his spines as he thought to himself, what am I doing here? What is the purpose of my life?
Buying stuff.
He picked up
Dummy.
a carton of eggs. It said free range. And he thought to himself, ha, if we added a C in front of it, it would be free cringe. It also said Bally free. He thought to himself, what is a Bally and why does it need to be free? Society had attributed these words of value onto meaningless things. And he thought to himself, everything had an ideal, and therefore, nothing had an ideal. He passed by two people, keeping his gaze below on the aisles of the white tiles. He looked around. He saw more miscellaneous stuff, but he thought to himself, but none will fulfill me. Now, he was sitting in the line.
You want to kick the egg aisle. You want to shoplift. You want to
And the stranger in front of him. She was also lost. He thought to himself, perhaps we are all lost. Perhaps it is not a matter of not being lost, but it was only a matter of finding our way in the darkness.
Okay, bro.
He looked down. He saw the arrows. He saw the dolls in front of him. The plushies. It said warm and snuggly. But when he touched it, there was no warmth, only snug. He thought to himself, the state of false advertising in this country.
The industrial revolution and its consequences as we have been a disaster to the human race.
He looked down. He saw the arrows guiding him. He thought to himself, but why must I follow? Because it is illegal if I just walked out with my eggs? Or because I'm just lost and I'm just taking the directions given to me?
It is because if you shoplift, he will die.
He looked at the words cash card. What were those words supposed to mean?
What are they supposed to mean? Okay, I'm paying you.
Okay, which one is the cheaper thing? Just scan that thing twice and take it out. And just.
Oh, scan that thing twice. Yeah. You get it's a limited time
Said
offer.
139. He scanned another carton of eggs. It was now 239. It was time to pay. He was supposed to put in some money, some legal tender.
Hold on. Some illegal. It's okay. Okay.
He has money.
He put down his
I'm
phone,
going
he
dark.
closed his eyes, and he thought to
Put it
himself,
down, it's dark in here. What the fuck?
What am I doing? He
I
thought to
paid my.
himself, what am I
He,
doing?
he thought to himself, I'm paying with these papers, with
Mhm.
people drawn onto them and numbers assigned to them. But what is the true cost of these eggs? What is the true cost?
True
What is
cost
the
of a
true
kid.
These
cost
are
indeed?
unborn chicken.
It's not easy.
Unborn chicken.
Easy.
Can you
Just
It was
put,
life for a
can
life,
you really put value on a life?
and
You
it
must
was
pay
sickening
me
to know that these eggs were once potential life, and now
No,
it will
they
view
are.
his own life.
no, they are never.
The savagery of life, the savagery of modernness. He thought to himself, terrifying. But in the
Also,
end, he saw these soda bottles in front of that store, and he thought to himself, but this is industrial society. I must accept it.
Just.
It's simply a matter of adjusting. I'm gonna go this way.
He walked out of the store.
You
I'm going a
so
different
many
direction.
He
shops.
saw a
He-
worker
Right.
trying to connect the cards together. The worker
Elon.
passed
Look at
by,
Look at
but
this.
he
Someone
was
could just walk away
yet
with all
another
this. Look
person.
Steal
He
them.
was another
Someone
person
could just
slavery
steal-
to the establishment.
Sure thing.
He walked towards home, choosing a new path, because the old path was old.
Enzo's gonna dox himself. Let's go.
Next to him, he saw the logo of the store, Costa. And he
Okay,
thought to
so
himself again, indeed,
Costa's
I have
like-
been costed.
Costa's like off-brand, Starbucks. So like, yeah. When you're not
Wasn't-
mainstream enough
himself.
to go to Starbucks, you go to Costa.
He thought to himself, this is the Costa Rico, but without the Rico, the richness was gone. Only the Costa remained.
There's no Costa Rico. It's Tesco. Tesco.
He walked home. He looked aimlessly
Oh, I know what
to its
happened to the Rico
front.
Tesco stole
He
it.
sprinted for a bit, as if to diminish his stress and depression with his physical body movements. the
He
only
was
thing
trying
that
to
came-
run away from his problems, and then he subsequently stopped running after he realized the futility in his actions.
He thought to himself, what is the point of this all? I only tire
Throw your
myself.
eggs away.
It's only enough.
Throw
To be
your
already
eggs
tired
away.
of my
Do
info.
it now.
The cars passed them by.
Car users now.
It's alright, it happens.
A duo of people were talking to each other. He looked at them, and then he passed them by.
You must
They
throw
were
eggs at the
talking about
bike.
something, but he did not know what conversation they were
Throw eggs
discussing.
at them.
Were they close? Were they friends? Perhaps lovers? Whatever it was, he questioned the depth of that relationship. He asked to himself, are they connected? Are they just tied together?
Send those
Just like these
crows.
crows who were sitting in the grass, flapping their wings, walking with each other, but never connected, only binded by their similar
Roads of the
species.
road, so it makes you go, go.
He pressed the blue button. He waited
But it
for the
is
signal
not
to turn
fast.
blue.
Press the second blue button, but he is still not allowed to cross the
Oh.
road.
He crossed the road, and he wondered to himself, there was once a funny joke about the chicken crossing the road, but now, in our industrial society, chickens are merely fried chicken. Eggs are merely fried eggs. Everything is fried. Nothing is unfried.
Why did the chicken cross the road? It's because a Filipino man had a carton of eggs with him.
Why did the chicken cross the road? Sorry, it was actually 6 unborn chickens crossing the road.
So true.
So
He
true.
thought to himself. He reminisced on his past, his heritage. He was Pinoy. It saddened him. Perhaps the start of everything was his birth. The fact that he was... the fact he was a Pinoy.
Wow, bro, wow.
Yeah, let's turn to the plot twist.
He
Start of
stepped
everything
through
was
the
his
dirty
birth.
leaves.
So fire.
He stepped through the dirty leaves. He thought to himself, but I'm merely trash. Stepping through trash. Are we all like this?
Ireland.
He walked towards his new establishment, his new home,
You know,
but he knew he was alone there. It was not home. There was no family.
I know.
It was merely a living space. But in the end,
What is home?
that was his circumstance.
We
My
need
parents
5
once
people.
asked me, "Do you feel at home over here in Ireland?" Or in
Bro,
wherever
I'll
else?
spell your pockets.
I'll think about it. Ah,
He was close. The blue door stood nonchalantly there.
And as he broke into it, stole his neighbor's the fucking.
He thought to
Xbox.
himself, "This is blue, but this is not Connie." He was relieved at the thought. He had sunk deep, but not that deep.
It is blue, but it is not the archive. So that's why.
it's not the art.
He remembered what his Korean friend once told him. Whoa.
Wow. Alright, bro.
That's crazy.
That's
He
crazy.
passed by
bro.
another Connie car, and he thought to himself, "Hey, that car had the same color as my pants and
Or
shoes."
maybe blue,
He walked up
but
the
it may not
stairs,
be funny.
leading him to the Connie door. He waited for a second. He paused, and then he entered.
And then he entered the Cunny door of his Cunny house. Filled with Cunny. Enough Cunny to get a fed up promotion.
Uh-huh.
Hey, you've been asleep for a long while.
Did you take the key out?
Take
Have
the
you
key.
perhaps taken the key with you?
The stream has freezed. No, the stream has ended. The stream
seems
must
you
have.
No,
may have taken this.
No, it's here. I'm here. I'm here. What?
I'm
still streaming.
I am afraid of breaking those houses.
Okay, it's working actually. Never mind.
Yeah, it's
Are you
working.
gonna stream your house now? I'm running out of dialogue, you know.
It's okay. I'm just
Okay, I'm gonna change the
cooking
format
stream or
then.
something. No, this is the time where we just talk.
Enzoh. I'm a
No, no.
Today I'm
No, no. We're just the commentary is done.
He's not happy with how it's changed.
No,
He's not happy with how it changed.
I need like.
He's not happy with the format.
Please
He was
stop.
like, no,
Please stop.
this is not what I wanted. What the fuck I'm Ginto?
Stop! You're.
Ginto, do not do this. Ginto, do not do this.
Chicken! From which I stole these eggs.
By the way, your stream is frozen.
Is it?
It's not. It's not. I can see it.
Cannot believe
Internet
it.
Alright, eggs. Now, what am I gonna make? Oh, I want to make Argentina.
No,
Do I still have Argentina?
no, it's. Enzo, it's really easy to cook the eggs. Just put them in microwave. That's it.
I'm gonna eat that. I mean, what?
Excuse me.
Of course, he's fucking.
Excuse me?
Argentina.
Excuse me.
Argentina.
Excuse me.
Argentina.
He has a can of never going in home with the finale of the Enzoh competition for life. The survival competition begins with Enzoh getting the rice, an extreme move of survival. He opens the
What are
pot.
you doing?
It has
Stop.
rice.
Can you stop? Can you stop? Can you stop?
He's
Stop!
constantly
Stop!
asking me if I know some anime character that he thinks is well written. Yep, it is the anime. Yep, it is an anime character. I fucking knew it. How did I call this? How did I call this?
Wait, what are we talking about?
But
Oh, somebody else. Okay, never mind.
Fucking.
I am
how
not
did
interested.
I know? As soon as I see
you should
that
connect to Wi-Fi, Enzo.
a name,
I am connecting to Wi-Fi.
yet you realize
What the fuck?
it's an anime.
It's Wi-Fi right now. Maybe you leave and then I join, and then you join back in or something. I don't know. Goose, is my stream okay for you?
Yeah, it's working. Splendid. It is.
Splendid, yes. See that?
Yes, it is quite nice.
I cannot believe these mofos.
4K UHD.
4K UHD. Pristine quality.
Ah,
Excuse
Okay, it's
me.
loaded in again.
Unlike his
Okay.
Argentina, which is still in 60.
Oh, and those are onions. Onions are very nutritious source of vitamins and calories. They provide you with sweetness when cooked enough. They're also very, very versatile in terms of their usage.
Fuck it.
Oh,
Uh,
onions. Onions are like
No.
potatoes, but they don't taste as good. It's that easy.
What?
Actually, wait, no, onions have a taste. Unlike potatoes.
What are you talking about?
Which
What
don't.
are you talking about?
What is he talking
Can we
about?
kill this man?
Can we
kill this man?
can we banish this man to the shadow world?
What is he talking about? Can he be normal?
Are you kidding me? You disrespect the onion? You disrespect the onion? I have no more words to say for you, mate.
I don't know, Ginto. I don't know, Ginto.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. The moment you started calling me Ginto in the BC, I knew you were lost cause. And now the onion thing, it just proves my point.
Of course, yes.
Common Ginto L. Common Ginto L.
He did it. He did it on purpose. I can't believe it. It's
You
over.
always do it on purpose. The thing is, I do not care because he's saying it so many times, he has failed to trigger me.
Yeah,
Unlike a
okay.
person who
Hey,
uses
Ginto.
it tactically.
Okay, Ginto.
Ooh, brown sugar.
He lacks the timing. He lacks the hit of echo. And I'm just saying, shame on him.
Okay, bro.
Shame on him.
Okay, bro.
Okay, Ginto.
Create comparisons every time.
I mean,
will
if you wanted to
kill
rebut to
them.
that, I'm pretty sure you can, but I also know that you cannot match this.
Where's the tomato?
That fridge is all incredibly empty.
No, it's not.
It must be full.
It's not them. Well, you see, the thing is, both the guy and I are like, we live off Yeah.
You live on a minimum wage? Huh. I see.
I live on a minimum wage, guys. What
condolences.
can I say?
Condolences, Enzo.
You see, this is what the power of unity means. A single minimum wage worker can barely afford a home, but two minimum wage workers can afford this shit. All of this shit.
What is it supposed to even mean?
I don't know what he's trying to say. Can he be normal?
No.
Can he achieve normalcy? Normality,
I don't think
even.
so. I don't think so.
Oh.
He's literally a goose.
He really is a lost cause, unfortunately. Oh, what the? How do I make this like stand up? How did I do
Your
this?
oil
in the
bottle.
past?
Use your oil bottle.
Use the oil bottle or the egg card.
He literally
this.
lacks situational
There
awareness
you
and
go.
the ability to use his surroundings to his best. This implies he's a shit gamer. He's not a gamer. He's not one of us.
I am not a gamer. What are you talking about? My only game is Rocket League.
What the fuck, bro? This is why you're not normal.
He's not ranking 90s like his younger brother.
He's not cracking 90s and clipping on kids just like his younger brother. Can't believe it.
Yeah,
There
can't
we
believe
go.
This is the new low, isn't it? This is truly a new low.
This is why Enzoh is the Enzoh 2.0. He is the updated Enzoh.
You're a bad influence to your brother. I'll let you know.
I'm sad. It's okay.
It's okay.
I don't want him to go after my example, because that's cringe.
You know, that's
But it's
actually
okay.
logical. Maybe, fair enough.
Okay, wait, I accidentally got
recording.
He
3
burned himself.
points.
He roasted himself.
Don't make any money off of this anymore, Ginto. Just let me find a copyrighted song, then sing it, and then you will be content ID'd and subsequently copyrighted.
What if YouTube was really like that?
Imagine. It's okay. I'm not a YouTuber.
Hey,
I've
if you
only
want to
done
sing,
one
sing.
Apex clip.
No balls.
If you want to
just sing.
Cool. If you want to sing,
No
go
balls,
ahead.
sing.
We'll see
Like,
what happens.
I'm not stopping you. I'm not fucking stopping you. That would be the
I'm not
perfect ending to
stopping-
fucking kill this YouTube thing. He's doing it like the chef. He crushes the garlic under his knife. pushing his weight down into it. He
Real
smashes
men
it down.
He's going to cut
Slice your tomatoes in half. Now put down, slice those
Tomato.
tomatoes, and then slice them into smaller pieces. Ready them for the cooking process. As you can see
Why are
here,
you-
I'm currently slicing the tomatoes into halves, and then slicing them back into another half, and then slicing them into halves again. This is what I call the half method.
Enzo, do you
Yes.
are your tomatoes boneless?
No, it has seeds.
Oh hell no, he does not have boneless tomatoes. That is so sad.
I just love this
Sure.
aspect of cooking. The sound of me
has-
chopping down and the vegetables.
He doesn't. His ass is not equipped with boneless tomatoes.
The vegetables emitting its natural flavor and aroma into the air. I love this aspect of cooking, and this is why I cook as a Pinoy.
No,
What
you
the
don't.
fuck?
Cook. You only eat instant noodles. Come on, man. Stop lying.
You need instant noodles. That is not food.
I'm making Enzo commentary if you did not notice. Your lack of context is concerning.
He attacks the commentator rather than the person doing it.
My god,
Okay,
it's
guys.
frozen again.
No, it's okay. It's
No,
alright.
he just put his phone down. So look back.
Look, it's an induction stove. So high tech.
This is incredibly high tech.
I know, right?
The induction
I've
process
never
is
dealt with
becoming.
This is where all your wage goes. This is what you put all your wage money into.
The stove
Exactly.
says 7. Yay!
That's where the money goes.
I love seven.
Enzo, I think here's a nice tip. You need to bring in the flavor and the aroma. You need to bring it in,
Come on.
and that is why you must put that fucking flour into the meal.
It's a fake flower. It's a
I'm
fake
in
flower,
shambles. I'm in shambles.
Ginto. Sorry, Ginto.
In shambles.
It just doesn't seem to be working out for you right now. I'm just gonna use. Wait, no. Yeah, just.
He uses the silicone because he knows the silicone is the silicone. If
And
you
it's
know,
silicone. Okay. There is no exhaust, so I'm gonna stink like a motherfucker. So, yeah. Kinda, curious. Strange, even. Okay. Wow. Need to open this. How do you open this? Oh, there. Anyways, gentlemen, how are you guys? I'm gonna stop streaming. Okay. It's bothersome to try and keep this up. There you go.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Hello. I'm just
I'm
cooking now,
the
so you're gonna.
loudest.
Acquired milkshake.
Really, nothing much happening other than the morning fiasco. That's it. I'm gonna put it out there for everyone who's listening. For fuck's sakes, this morning rant I had proves my point.
It's.
You know, we gotta have a discussion here. So I'm gonna bring this up in this epic podcast that we've begun. I like to begin with Goose, someone who hasn't voiced his concerns. So Goose,
Yeah.
Concerns about
what do you
what?
think? What do you think of the recent shallowness?
Huh? The what?
I cannot believe it. He did not read the rant that I did in general, didn't he?
Yeah, no, exactly.
No, I did not. No, I did not.
Go read it. I have no words to say to you now. I have pinned that shit. I have pinned that shit in general.
he very not so subtly called people out, or at least people who yeah. He
This
called
one,
people
the
out.
Elf media one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, Goose. You have to read it.
The mandatory pen event service.
Let's go back to the start. So this years ago, when they would he's shit is so bad. Big Short was quite nice in showing the collective greed and ignorance and people generally found me to read with stitches on this. Didn't follow with Too Big to Fail were nice movies to show other perspectives, and that Crisis would be a nice in future, and the crypto as well. Yeah, wait. It may take me a while.
No, it's fine. I read it out with him. It also took me. How long did it take me, Ginto, to read through it all?
10 minutes?
Well, I was like reading it aloud, so.
Yeah, that is
I
why
mean,
10 minutes. Goose, you can be silent and
guess.
read by your own pace. We will start the discussion. So,
Oh,
I'd like to bring
okay.
forward,
My milkshake.
based on this discussion, based on this rant, perhaps, we kind of extended into the conversation that we had in the bot channel today with you and me, Enzo.
Oh yeah.
And I'd like to bring up the points, to recap a little bit, perhaps, if
Yeah,
you're fine
go
with
ahead.
that.
Yeah, go
So,
ahead.
I guess we must begin with the question of like, what is the state of the pen server right now?
I mean, you, me, Echo, and Goose sorta, doing our thing, and then the Southern Channel sorta dying down, I guess. I guess, because, and some complaints about, the Southern Channels being shallow, I guess.
There is a clear division
for most
that
people,
is happening right
people,
now.
there's like a for a bunch of people, not all of them, but for a bunch of people.
Well, I'm just gonna put it out there. The only people who are relevant to the conversation is the people who have been active.
I guess. I guess.
There is literally no fucking other way to put it.
Yeah. It's okay.
But here's the thing. Let's begin with the state of the pen server and the division that we are seeing right now.
Yeah,
And I'm
there's
just
a
thinking to
bigger
myself,
rift. Yes.
the big rift has existed from the beginning. And
Well, yeah.
I'd like to pose a
it's more
question.
pronounced.
Is it really pronounced? Was there ever a moment when we were actually in close proximity? Because here's the thing. And correct me if I'm wrong, but we the Northern Channels, indulge in many types of things. We go into music, we go into culture, we go into politics, we go into basically anything that will fucking entertain ourselves.
Yes.
And we are not afraid to go into other channels. We're not afraid to fucking barge in and fucking share our thoughts regardless of whether they may be offensive or not. And most of the times, we never actually dabble into the offensive side.
Yeah, you do.
So, that said, can we say the same for the Southern channels, though? And I like to say, we're really not the case. They're more interested in the cultural things. They're not interested in the deeper conversation that we have to offer here in the server. In fact, I'd even say, they just want to participate in this conversation that we fit with them. And that is a conjecture of sorts, but still, it is an impression, and it is still a conjecture. Based on empirical evidence, if you know what I mean.
Jesus. Yeah.
I'm just saying. It is no fucking coincidence that whenever we are having a debate, whenever we are talking into serious stuff, or we're dabbling into more inner conversations where we're joking around and all that stuff, we do not see the Southerners.
I guess.
Basically ranting about how big media is fucking fucked up because it only appeals to emotional bullshit. I agree with that. It is so annoying. it is so annoying to see some news and it's all like the news guys are just there for emotions and clicks. Sensationalism bullshit, basically.
Exactly. But here's the thing. You can apply that shit to a broader range, as I've already said in the conclusion.
Social media, it's a big thing.
Social media, yes, but also to the server.
Just people in general.
Just people.
It just be like that. The industrial revolution has consequences have been disastrous to the humans. The human civilization
so true.
and even the small scale. That's just
Regardless of that, returning to the subject, that is my impression. But what about you guys? What do you guys think?
I agree with that. It is infuriating at times to see, big media just dump.
We're not talking about that. We're not actually talking about the whole conversation that I was talking about.
Goose, Ginto's trying to relate this to the server, basically. This whole thing of like emotional crutches and shallowness being applied to this server, basically. This is a very not so subtle call out to certain people. Yes. So,
Yeah.
Do you have
Here's
any
the thing.
thoughts on
Goose,
that?
you said it yourself. We were in the simulation, the first simulation, and you made the comment, the legendary comment of, the sound keeps fucking jerking off with their culture. And honestly, that shit was actually the case, and let's be completely fucking transparent here. That shit is the case in reality as well. Generally.
You see, I'm just real like that.
So that's it.
Generally,
What do you think?
What
do you think, Enzo? What do you think?
Well, I did mention that the differences, the rift between the two sides, the fact that we're calling them two sides in the first place is kind of but
one server.
Yeah,
but we're
it's
not
one
united.
server, but it's two subsections. And plus, it doesn't help that, well, I mean, they have their own servers, of course. I have my own servers as well, and they, they're like with each other and whatnot. But like, it certainly feels like that. They're like a completely different community. They want to do completely different things.
And that's the point we have to point out. They really feel like a clique. They feel like a clique. They're in the server, but are they really Paragon members at this point? Or is it just Aegis 3.0? That's the question I need to ask. This is the hard question that people should need to face. If you don't engage truly with the other side, with the people who are main members here, then can you say that you're really being a proactive member of the server?
They're here, but they're not.
Exactly.
They're here, they're present, but they're not.
What do you think, Goose?
Is.
You're muted right now, so you can chat, and I'll read it out.
That'll be better. I cannot look at what he's doing. Okay, I can make.
Hello, I am
egg.
So yeah, basically, there is a rift in the server between two sides, basically. Yeah.
Unfortunate. It is very palpable, yes.
But that's it. I'm gonna ask the question again. Goose, do you think that people like Ton, Zanji, Takeo, other people, either from the Aegis server or not from the Aegis server, the people who we have known for more emotional appealing sides, do you think that do you feel that they're part of the server? Do you feel like they're like one of us, so to say? Or do they feel like they're just here but not really here? There's like tourists.
Interesting.
Detached.
So I mean, me personally, I think Angie is part of the server, at least a little bit. She's more part of the server than everyone else that is in that classification. Yeah, Angie's probably the closest to being part of the server. Tons.
Well, what makes you say that then?
Is she? I mean, could be just time. Like she still talks more than say Takeo, and like she talks with us as well. And like Takeo and Tons, they usually just talk to each other, so they feel more detached than say Angie.
Looking,
I see. What was that, Ginto?
but given what she
You're
talks about,
He cut off. You're cutting off Ginto. Unfortunately.
Yep.
Well, try to disconnect and reconnect. Probably
Yeah,
not.
I'll play this shit in the background.
Currently making an omelet without the stuff inside it. It's just an omelet. Omelet, but without anything in it. So
It
far.
is just the omelet. It is the omelet.
It's the
It's the omelet.
It's the omelet.
No, that. So he's in text channel.
Okay. Can you just read out what he's saying, basically? I can't look at it.
Okay, so let me chat for a bit. Just the two. Okay, so let me chat for a bit. What do you think of the content that is brought up?
Content that was brought up by. Oh, okay.
Tons and Takeo, I do not connect with one bit. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about, and I don't care what they're talking about.
The rift is being pronounced as we speak.
So,
Okay, I'll check the chat.
the Takeo Tons thing, they talk about shows or whatnot. Absolutely not. I do not understand what they're talking about. I don't feel like.
What do you think do you think that our interactions really connects us to them?
No. Maybe Angie, but others no.
Really, of genuine connection. Okay.
It just isn't. I don't talk with them. I don't get to talk with them very much, and when we are talking, it's like one-off thing. I usually don't talk with them again for like weeks.
I suppose.
Even in the dip sim, like the first dip sim, the only person in the south that was like somewhat involved was Angie. Anyone, she was just like a bystander cheering. But like it's
I guess. Okay, what is it here? Why? Okay, what about you, Enzo? What do you think of the content that's brought up? I mean, they talk about contemporary, like, whenever I talk to people, like, contemporary things, like movies or, stuff like that, I guess, or like games or whatever. Like, I know, and then, with Tons, it's like, gacha games or like sometimes Blue Archive or anime and whatnot, usually in VC if he ever comes over. As for what do you think our interaction truly connects us with them? The closest I can really say to that would be Takeo's, mainly because of our the times where we were just talking about music, and then he shares stuff to me, and then he says that he often reads my rants about literally all those kinds of things. So in that sense, I think the one that I'm most positively received, or I think has a most genuine connection, would be Takeo. With Tons, I've spoken to him the most out of anybody else that isn't the big three. That isn't the big three in Goose. I call us the big three. The northern people. I say big three just because I could gas up my own ego. Sorry, Goose. It's at your expense. But Tons would be the one that I talk to the most, and I will say Ginto will know this. I don't know about basically anybody else, but I have my own not so positive thoughts about the way, just the interaction with tons and whatnot. Because I think, it just doesn't. There's no real click. Like, to me, I've said this about tons, with just Ginto, but I'll just say it here. Tons is a nice guy.
Tons is vanilla
He's
ice
the
cream.
nice guy.
Tons is the vanilla.
Man, yeah. I think I don't know who said that before, but that was the first time that was said about Tons. But yeah, he's just the nice guy, and not in the sense like I think the nice guy, the actual nice guy is Takeo, but Tons is your stereotypical nice guy.
He is vanilla ice cream. So boring.
So like I don't know whether that's supposed to be like a detractor, maybe a little bit of a detractor, a little bit of a bad thing, but it's just like, like even though I've spoken to Tons the most, not just in Pen, but in Okayun, and then also he hasn't, his track record hasn't exactly, well, at least in my mind, the track record hasn't been as clean. I'm just like, And then as for Angie, I have my own problems with her.
Me personally, I don't like Tons. If I had to, if you give me like, you can kick any one person on the server, bye Tons. See ya, buddy. And by yeah, I mean I will never see you again.
I see. Understandable. I mean, in that situation, you wouldn't be able to see him again, but yeah. Ginto has been on the receiving end of many of my rants about Angie. For Tons recently, a little bit more, but yeah. All in all, to answer the question, do you think our interactions really connects us with them? I don't think so. Maybe Takeo is the best case, like the best shout for that. For me, at least.
Takeo seems like, the kind of person you would want to be friends with, but I just don't get to talk to him. I'm just not that active.
He moves around a little bit, and he does, whenever he does talk, it's, I think it's a pleasant experience. I haven't had one, negative experience with this guy, and I don't mean that in the niceties way. I mean in a wholeheartedly. I haven't had.
It's real.
Yeah, at least to me. Yeah, he's a real. He feels real. He feels authentic, and that's what he has an edge over basically anybody else in the southern countries. Dalvin, I don't interact with him enough.
I think I've not talked with Dalvin for like a month or more. I have not seen this man. I don't know who he is or anything. I have no.
So yeah, that's just. Oops.
But I'd still rather keep him over Tons.
So yeah, it'll just be those kinds of things, and yeah, that's my overall standings. Do you feel like we're being cherry picked? Being cherry picked. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by cherry picked? That we are being cherry picked guys. Like, what do you mean by that? If it doesn't interest people, they don't interact. Oh, I mean, yeah, I guess. I mean, like, I cherry pick the stuff that I'm, that I like. Admittedly, if something doesn't interest me, I don't exactly interact with, they don't interact. They skim, they don't bother. I mean, I know I do that sometimes, so I can't I don't know if I'm in any position to say anything.
I know a lot of these people don't interact with my channel at all. I understand that. It's just memes.
But I will say, sorry, Goose, keep going.
Care about games.
They talk about other things.
Yep.
So yeah, we due diligence and. Due diligence.
Reciprocated
for interest. They're varying degrees. Varying degrees.
I mean, yeah, that's hard.
Varying degrees.
Yep.
And be honest here.
Yep.
The only person that generally then, kind of tough, kind of tough to try and. The only real person that I felt like reciprocated interest from was at least the one that sticks out to me once again is Takeo because of the music stuff. For tons, it's like, I mean, there's some things, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know.
Reciprocated interest with the South, I don't get to talk much with them. Angie tries to talk with me with those honk emojis sometimes, but...
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sorry, Goose. Most of my interactions when I see you with, most of the interactions that I see you with Angie is when she just does the honk emoji. And I'm like,
something. It's better.
Man, what?
It will be better than nothing.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
It'd be better than nothing.
Sure. That's the shallowest form of certificate.
Just sends me like a random greetings and then she doesn't talk to me.
We need to love Goose more. He says. And do some no, I'm not gonna honk under any circumstance. Sorry.
Let's fucking go.
I'd rather just if I'm supposed to show positive feeling, positive things towards Goose, I would do it through other things, not sending his one emoji. I'm not doing that.
I don't.
Sorry, that I'd rather not do it. A Northern Rift.
It's always been open.
It's always been open. What are you talking about? I'm like, I don't know at this point. Like, I mean, that's not to say that I haven't had a genuine form of reciprocation. Like I'd say, well. I don't know about genuine reciprocation, but it's just because I think I might have had, I know I've been not really overly positive about tons right now, but I do think that I have maybe had a couple, maybe of just spark.
I have genuine conversations with tons.
All things.
No.
Sure.
Not at all. Genuine conversations with Takeo. No, not at all. Basically, if I'm in my stupid little character, chances are I'm not being serious with you. And I'm not having a serious conversation.
That's
but
the stuff I'll say,
if
so I have none. I see.
Not the Goose character. If I'm talking, then yeah, that means I'm serious with you. It's a genuine talk.
Mm-hmm.
Like right now.
None. Oh wait. What do you mean? Oh wait. I stand corrected. Uh-oh. I say an echo. No. I've had moments. Yeah. I mean, I don't imagine Echo had a genuine form of reciprocation from people. So.
I mean, Echo is like the least active out of us four, so.
Yeah, I've had moments too. Server activities numero 3.
Wait,
Uh-oh. The bot stuff. Yeah, we have a bot. We have a bot that tracks activity.
Damn. He talks to less people than me and still somehow beats me.
Less people? What are you talking about? I am confined in my own channel, yet I'm number 2. What are you talking about?
Ginto is numero 1, obviously.
Obviously, yeah, of
it's
course.
your server, goddamn. But if you're not number 1,
God damn. So true. Today Ginto's number 2. Oh.
I'm happy with number 4. That just means I have more real life than you guys. Elbozo, I win.
I am chronically online. What are you talking? Mm. This is nice. Taking a picture. Here, I have food. Next
go.
question.
He's
Yeah.
eating. No. This is so good. What are our general impressions?
What are our general impressions of what? Like, of the people in the South?
Yeah, people in the South. She's alright.
This will go first.
She is alright. That is what I will say. I have nothing to say. Dalvin. I do not know this person. Grinding. Yeah, I have not talked to this person in months. Takeo. Takeo seems like a nice guy. He's kind of nice. He does seem nice from what I've seen, but I have not talked to this person as well. Tons. He has had a bad impression with me since the start. So.
Oh really? Like how?
I mean, it's just. I don't know. From the day he joined, I just don't like him. Just be like.
Xenophobia.
Yeah, I'm just like, nah, this guy is not it.
Mm-hmm.
And he has not provided any proof to make me think otherwise.
Okay.
Me personally, I'm not a fan of vanilla ice cream.
True. Whenever we did bring him in, he was like, we did say he was bland. No, I don't know about bland, but just like, there is nothing. There's like everyone.
Spice.
Yeah, everyone of us
no
has like a distinct sort of personality or trait. When we brought in Tons, he didn't have any of that. Or at least nothing that was distinct.
He still doesn't. He still doesn't. Important
I don't think
distinction.
he has one. Important distinction. Yeah, I think. But we were like, oh, maybe this is the place where whoa, he's surrounded by people with strong beliefs, strong personalities, or strong traits. What's gonna happen? Ooh, but
his physical aura, his physical presence is weak.
Weak sauce or something. I don't know. But yeah, and then who else did you basically name everybody from the South?
I think that is all. Dale. He has returned for that one mobile game.
Yeah, true. I deleted it. Sorry.
I mean, I have it, but I have not launched it since the one time that I played.
Yeah, same. That's why I deleted it. Sorry.
Oh, wait. Enzoh. I forgot about Enzoh. Best guy. Best guy. Best guy. I love him. Enzoh is the best. Easy.
Bro! What the fuck?
He really is the antithesis of Enzoh.
I don't like Enzoh. He talks like a twat. He doesn't feel like he is tourist. I love it. He doesn't feel like he's tourist.
Yeah, Enzoh is
He wants to be he wants to be a part. All activities suggest otherwise. He does say that he wants to be a part of a pen talk. So like
he is one of us.
he does try that, and I guess his best way of trying to like get activity is to for some reason list out every single Rocket League tournament he joins in. And I'm just like, well, fair enough, I guess.
Me personally, I read it, just go like, okay, but it's like really good. I like. He is putting in the effort.
He's trying. He doesn't know how to, but he's trying.
Yeah. Honestly, kind of respectable.
Yeah, honestly, kind of respect. And I get a death. As the older brother, as the top Zoe, I have secondhand cringe, but at the same time, I want to see more of him. So like, I'm just like, I'm in a precarious situation, a dilemma even.
We need to see more of Mid. Enzoh has to
Yeah,
become
yeah.
one of.
I
He has to become.
think yes. As soon as he gets like, if he gets like a better device to talk on Discord, I think he's gonna up the activity basically. He's gonna up the activity.
We completely forgot about Plan. We have completely
Oh,
forgotten
yeah.
about.
I was about to pray.
That's my point. That's my point about Plan. If you ask me anything about Plan, that's my point. We fucking forgot about her.
We don't forget. We ignore.
True.
We ignore. How was Flan when the activity was up?
All I know about her, she wants to be trans. She's trans.
That's what I'm saying.
That's all I know. I don't know nothing
That's
else.
what I'm saying.
And she's like, all right, but do you have anything else to offer? Again, that's
Sorry.
That's nothing.
Man.
Will you perhaps talk about something else other than this one topic?
About this one topic that frankly nobody in the server is equipped enough to even begin talking about. Bro. Yeah. That whole Flan saga. Oh. Whew. Man.
All right, Enzoh, your turn.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, those listening, I will be giving my general impressions of people.
Go on.
And I am well fed, so I have material. Okay, so
let's fucking go.
I start off with the first southerner person, I guess, Angie. Now, Ginto already knows what I think of Angie, but just for the record, since this is going to be recorded, I'm going to say it up front. I do not like Angie. Angie is the most shallow person in the server. Or at least, it's fake. Whenever I look at Angie when she's speaking about anything other than every so often she does have in the serious discussions, Angie she's honestly not that bad. She's pretty good. Whenever she brings up points, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. There's no refuting that. But in every other conversation, small talk or things that they like, or just interactions with other people, it's so fake, so shallow, so nice.
So will you say that Angie is your tons?
Angie? No. They're both different. They're both. Yeah.
Angie is to you what tons is to me, basically.
They're both the same. They're different, but they're the same kind of thing. I do not like. Okay, so I've had a more longer history. Yeah, I guess if you do not like tons at all, then yes, Angie is my tons to you, basically, if we're gonna make that comparison. But I have my problems with both. So Angie's just a fake one, and which is annoying because whenever Angie is serious, it's actually not bad, but it's just super it's just this blanket, this veil, this thing that is just getting in the way. Whenever you're talking with Angie or something like that, there's a wall. You're talking to a wall or something, like an AI. Honestly, a person, an AI or an alien trying to communicate or mimic human speech.
I have seen it happen. I will not.
Oh my god! The fact that she every time you're around, it's almost like she's programmed to say honk. it's actually ridiculous. And I'm like, bro, can you like, yeah, that's just one example. And then I probably have a bunch of others in the back burner. But yeah, Angie, I do not like Angie because the shallowness, not real for the most part, at least. Like in a general sense, whenever like I see Angie, I just don't get a good impression. Of course, there's always, Angie is, could be a really good person, probably is. But in a general sense, I just don't want to do with, Angie. That's the general picture, yes. Now, next up. Who should I go next? Dalvin, don't really know much about him. He seems, he sometimes chimes in conversations, and then he has his own points, and then he talks with Ginto a little bit, and I'm like, okay, he's not bad. He just doesn't talk a lot, and then he sometimes send like cursed images or whatever, and I'm like, okay, I guess. I mean, I don't really have much of an opinion of you, but okay, we'll see. Talking. Oh yeah, what was that?
I'm just like, I don't talk to Dalvin as well.
Yeah, that's like the main thing about Dalvin. Kuru, I don't really know much about him, other than he's a Filipino, so that he's immediately about to die by my hands later on. But other than that, yeah, I don't really know much.
He will fight over
Fight over Jollibee in ice water, bro. Meet me at the back. Takeo, single best Southerner to like, because he's the actual nice guy. He has actual things to say. Whenever he speaks to, like, at least in my experience, we talk about music and all those kinds of things, Apex and esports and all that. We talk about those things, and I can feel like, I don't want to like use my pathos or crutch too much, but holy shit, I feel nice whenever I'm talking to Takeo. That's what you're looking for. That's the thing that Angie and Tons, which I'll get to later, are trying to replicate, but can't.
They lack the ability.
They cannot. Because like Takeo, he doesn't speak until he actually has something to say. Or whenever he just wants to say, I really appreciate, like, 2 or 3 times, Takeo has said to me, I enjoy reading your, your rambles because they stem from passion. 3 or 2 times. And I'm like, that makes me feel nice. That makes me feel nice. That's really cool. And then when, like, Takeo and I had a sort of, a bunch of connecting moments about music, that's fire. That's so fire. Like, that's what you're looking for. He doesn't speak a lot, but in my experience, those things are what you're looking for. I'd rather have these comparatively smaller interactions with Takeo than a lot of interactions with Angie and Tons, which I'll get to in a moment. Grinding, no balls, he's too nice for his own good, all that. I hope that his situation gets better. I hope his situation
can we take a moment and give a moment of silence for Grinding and his family?
Yeah.
Nah, he won't know.
Oh.
Let's just continue.
It's okay.
The disrespect of this fucking northern society.
It's unreal.
Anyway, wholehearted. I don't know much about him, but I hope that his situation, gets better and all that stuff. And he seemed like a nice guy, too nice for his own good. And I, sometimes I just can't help but feel concerned over the small things.
Genuinely nice guy.
Anyway,
I agree.
Yeah, he is a nice guy. He is the quintessential. He is a nice guy, like a bit like Takeo, but differently. He's like just nice. He's like kind. He's
a
kind.
Nice guy.
He's kind. And I can't. He's too kind for his own good, man. Like I don't know how he exists in this world.
He has a bleeding heart. I can't say that.
He really does. And of course, I have my own problems with him, but he comes
feel bad
from.
For him.
You
can't feel bad for him.
He's well-meaning, and that's the that's his saving grace and also his downfall. Stuff like that. And okay, so. Moving on, Ombre, don't really know much about him. Okay.
Oh yeah,
I'll go on
He's
to
the artist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he the
He's the balding
artist?
man.
He's a low
Yeah, he's fine, I guess. Enzoh, no, shit, I don't know this man. Who is he? Who is he? No, it doesn't mean.
No comments.
No comment. He does not
Now.
wish to cause war.
Now, who do I start first? Flan or Tons?
Flan, let's
Flan.
just end with Flan. Let's just finish.
Flan. Okay. I absolutely fucking hate Flan.
Strong opinions. I
I
like it.
hate Flan. I do not like Flan. Do I need to say it again? I do not like Flan. And
Me
Poor.
personally,
How about
me personally,
disgusting?
Me personally, I'm
there
just
is I do not have a single interaction with Flan that I came out with a straight face. Not a single
Triggered
one.
every moment.
Me personally,
I hate it
hating
every
some-
single moment.
hating someone that has only one thing to say is too much trouble for me, so I just stay indifferent.
So let's talk about, okay, first off, let's talk about the one thing that Flan, okay, whenever Flan came into the thing, okay, that was the stage wherever Flan, at every single fucking opportunity, decides to say, hey guys, I want to be a girl. Hey
Okay,
guys,
bro.
I want to be I wish I wasn't a man. Guys, I wish that this dick was not here. That's crazy.
Okay, bro.
And then or like, you know, talking about like, you know, the stuff about trans, and I'm like, can you like, shut up? Can you
Do
shut
you
up?
have anything else? Do you have anything
Can
else?
do you have anything else? Can you say anything else? Like, we were watching
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a
yeah,
lecture.
I would actually,
Hmm.
care what she was if she talks
Hmm.
about that stuff. If
Yeah.
she had something else to say as well, if it wasn't
If
just
something
like,
else to say, or it wasn't nearly as obnoxious. Okay,
like yeah,
let's
I
just-
get it.
yeah.
Like after the first 2-3 times, I get it. You want to be trans? Can we talk
Mhm.
about something?
Yeah,
you bring-
exactly. Like I get, we'll get onto the other
AI. Totally
things later. But then okay, and then like what? Soon after Flan joined the server, Ginto and I were watching like a lecture, just basically on YouTube, and then on at least three separate occasions, Flan would go, oh, and that's why I want to be a girl. This has nothing to do with you
Listening
or
to
whatever
Marxism.
you want to
The
be.
fuck is wrong with her?
Or why? Why are you bringing this in?
Can she
Okay.
be normal? Can she be normal?
Can you be normal? Oh no! That's the worst thing you could call this person. You cannot be no because societal pressures. Okay. Anyway,
Yes, sir.
moving.
Normal.
Yeah.
Oh, it would be normal
Can
if
you
I
be-
was a girl. Please shut up.
Yeah. Please shut the fuck up. Oh my god. Now next up. All right, and then
I
okay.
am fully agree.
Now, Plan is probably like 16 or 15 or whatever age, okay? And they talk exactly, okay. Oh my god. Oh, I'm about to
Let it all
start
out.
packing,
Let it
bro.
all out. Let it all out, please.
I'm gonna start packing, bro. Like,
Let it all out.
Okay.
It's okay.
oh, this is like another one of my Flan rants, bro. Okay, now.
Don't hold back.
This person, okay, do you remember the stage whenever Flan was talking about Flan being a gifted child? Do you remember that?
No.
Or like Flan basically saying, like, trying to make it so that, like, say, oh, I am like a genius or whatever, or like, oh, I have, like, basically, you're a gifted person, but then you have all these, like, mental illnesses or whatever. Playing, okay, it's not really a secret, but I'll say it anyway. I used to be a Minecraft role player on Minecraft Pocket Edition, okay?
Yeah, what the fuck?
This is the exact type of shit that people will do. This is the kind of thing that people will do to try and get attention or try to like become, get the pity cards or like whatever. At this point, I am so like done with that sort of charade that I've seen so many times that I ultimately, honestly, do not care at the moment if it's actually real. Because it's such a tiresome like thing. It's such a formula. And it doesn't help that like, oh yeah, well, as proof of whatever thing, literacy like refers to an online test. An online test rather than, go to whatever,
Oh yeah.
professional help
Agree.
about anything at all, other than like, maybe school guidance counselor. What the fuck are they gonna do?
Go please visit a psychiatrist. Thank you.
Oh my god. And then that leads into the
Literally.
whole thing about the trans thing, like itself. I'm like, are you even sure that a big thing like this is even like, a good decision? Or if you really are in that stage of gender dysphoria, or if that was just spoon-fed to you by the various communities that you're in, Toho, PFP. And then like, I just like, are you also capable of introspection, looking at your life as to why you're like this? How are you like this? Are there any ways that you can genuinely make efforts to make your life better rather than moping over your sad fucking excuse of a life as you in your words or whatever? Are you gonna do that? Do you do anything? You do nothing but complain. You do not, and then you try to so look at facts that just reinforce whatever you're gonna do. Whenever you do introspection, whenever Flan does introspection, to me, from the outside, of course, looking in, from my opinion, from my perspective, and my own experience, it seems to me now whenever you look back on your life, you go, man, my life is shit. My life is shit. This is why. My life is shit. My life is shit. Rather than looking at it from even a remotely balanced standpoint. And then what else? What else? Oh yeah, every single interaction with Ginto is, bruh, shut the fuck up. Oh, during The Sims, she tries to make herself look like some sort of, oh, my hand has been dealt. I am going to. It's like, I didn't want to be a part of this, but you forced my hand. Prepare to die, Enzoh. And then I'm just like, shut the fuck up. No, nobody can. I don't care. Shut the fuck up. Oh yeah. Also, by the way, the poems. Can we talk about the poems, bro? The poems. Oh my god.
I would love to talk about
Oh no, not the
He has
poems.
so much to say. He has so much to say. And
The poems are one of the worst, bro.
man,
15 to 16-year-old Wattpad user
let's
role
fucking
playing in
open
other
it up.
servers in a very echo chamber community, part of a minority, and then trying to feed themselves into the world by trying to do some cringe stuff to try and express themselves, which is just no. Shut the fuck up.
Yes,
Shut
shut
the
up.
fuck
You're fucking 16. You don't know what you're talking
Oh my
about.
god, bro.
You don't know what you're talking about.
The poems are so fucking pretentious and shit.
You do not know what you're talking about.
Sorry. You're pretentious, and it took Ginto. Ginto gave essays in response to just analyzing the shitty poems. Everybody saw it, and then what does Flan do? Nothing.
I'm like,
Oh,
okay.
and then
buddy.
in the first
Ignored.
poem, Ginto was asking Flan questions, and then Flan says that, oh, sorry, poems are, oh, that's not what I meant to do. It's like, oh, I meant to do that. Oh, wait, no, I didn't meant to do that. Which one is it?
Did you or did you
Which
not?
one is it? Shut the fuck up. And then it's like, whenever Tons comes in and then tries to defend her or whatever, and then goes, it's like, oh, it's like Tons was talking about how, Flan was talking about how she wanted to portray a message or something like that. And then Ginto was like, well, it's a really badly done job, lol. And then Tons comes in and says, well, poems are subjective. And then Flan agrees. Which one is it? Which one is it? What the fuck? Shut up. I'm flabbergasted by this. And then Ginto, and then he does that I've lived whatever these lives, but I know everything and whatever. They're like, shut the fuck up. Shut up. You're
Right.
so fucking pretentious. And yeah.
So Flan, you know everything? Do you know how to operate a forklift? Are you forklift
So
certified?
true. You are not
Are you
so certified. Get that shit. Zero.
Certified.
Zero wins, bro. No Riz, host scaring activity. Let's go. Anyway, and then
Okay, so you
oh
do not
my
know
god.
how to use a plutonium reactor. Go fuck yourself.
Oh my god, and then just every single interaction with Flan is just snarky or like just like, can I punch this person? Can I punch this person? Oh yeah. By the way, did you know that I wrote a poem in response,
Holy fuck.
or like to a question of the day by Flan saying, "Hey guys, are you the same person as you were 5 years ago? You were fucking 10 years old 5 years ago. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up."
Holy fucking shit.
5 or is it
I
10?
know that
I
you
don't
did
know.
not read a lot of the server, but
I don't know if it's
this is the shit
10
that has been
years or
going
like
down.
5 years.
I'm having so much
I don't know
fun.
if it's 10 or 5 years, but like no, I think it's 10. Bro, you were fucking 5. You were 5. If it was 10, then you're 5. That doesn't help at all, especially given like the demographic of the people in our server. Okay? And then I write a poem. Okay, and then equally as cringe, it's the greatest satire known to mankind. And then Ginto followed up with the 1-2 punch of writing an essay as to why it's the best satire ever made. Thank you, Ginto. And then
I didn't read your satire.
Flan had no response. No response. Do you know why? Because you're a fucking pussy. Oh wait, you're trying to. Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry, I will not go that far. And then. And then what is it? What happened? Flan disappears from the server. Do you know? And then writes on her channel. Oh, the walls, the voices echo and bounce off the walls. The usual trans person is not here. And then I'm just like, oh my god.
I don't care.
Oh my god. Shut the fuck up. You are not the protagonist. Shut up. You are not the main character. You are not that guy. You are not that girl. You are not that person. Shut up. Shut up.
Well, to conclude, Flan, years
That is kind of cringe.
Years of social media with years of unmonitored access to the social media made you a fucking pussy.
You.
That took me so long.
Yeah, it's okay. But yeah, that's maybe that's not all the stuff that I have to say to Flan, but basically, general picture, I do not like Flan.
Yeah, I know the general.
Mainly because he reminds me of cringe-Zoh, role-playing Enzoh, and the people who cringe Enzoh found cringe way back then. An amalgamation of a lot of the things I don't like in young people online. Okay, and then I still don't know how the fuck she got into the server. Anyway,
No idea.
Who invited her?
Ginto.
Where did you find her?
Where did you put it?
Same place I found Angie and everyone else.
Damn, you should quit. You should leave that server, right?
He did. Well, I don't know if he did, but like, yeah. He left one of them anyway. Anyway, and then we go to Tons.
Let's fucking go, my favorite.
What is
part.
my general picture of Tons? Well, he is the nice guy. I said in the diplomacy sim, he is Mr. Nice Politician. Mr. Nice Politician. Just a nice guy, but not in the sense of like grinding or Takeo. Well, I mean, I'd imagine Tons is well-meaning and whatnot, but it's not as palpable, or it's not as there's a veil. It's like this, the same sense of Angie, but not as well. Tons has his own problems. Okay, so first off, we invited Tons because, well, we were hopeful for him, I think. And then, he was like, oh, well, this guy's interesting. Let's see how he fares with the pen people. And then he was like, okay.
Biggest mistake.
And then he just stays stagnant. Like with Tons, it's stagnant. He's stagnant. He doesn't go anywhere. He doesn't do anything. It's nothing like. It's just like. No. And I'm just like, what? what is this? Like, it's the niceties. I'm just like, I can tolerate a bunch of niceties, of course. We do niceties all the time.
I am completely biased.
You know,
biggest blunder.
But with Tons, it just stays like that. And then it doesn't help that, you know, lately Tons has been kind of, you know, bruh, you know, whenever he was saying some things and, you know, like though his opinions or his some takes and stuff, he is incredibly impressionable and whatnot. He doesn't really stand for anything. A bit like me back, you know, not too long ago. And then, you know, and then just
there is no improvement.
And he shares. And he shares. Yeah. And he shares the shallowness of Angie, probably to the same degree, or at least it feels like that. The impression, the way that it's done, the way that it's portrayed to me, feels the same way as Angie, which is no wonder why they get along so well, because it's just a non-stop feedback loop of positivity. Non-stop feedback loop of positivity that just doesn't go anywhere. They don't do anything. They're just there and they're happy. They go ha ha happy or whatever. And it does. And then after the diplomacy simulation, he says that it wasn't because of the diplomacy simulation, but for other things. And I'll take his word for it. But from how I see it, after the diplomacy simulation, he became one of the saltier motherfuckers in server history. Okay? He became salty, he became passive aggressive, he showed cracks in his nice guy persona. And I suppose the diplomacy simulation did play a role, but that's just me speculating. I do not know the situation. Apparently it's not that good, so I'll respect him on that regard, but I have to say what I see regardless. Because it's just not pleasant.
He seriously beat me being salty over Pennyworth. Let's fucking go. This is revolutionary.
It's like he's like passive aggressive. You were like for you it was something different, right? I guess in the same league, but like with Tons, you see, this was the nice guy persona, and then it became salty. It's like more palpable. It's like more.
I guess it is more drastic than me going a little salty because I've always been salty. I am a salty peanut. All have been always, will be always.
So yeah, that's why I believe the Tons salty phase is a bit higher than yours. So, you know, the veil is being put away, and it doesn't help. You know, I think you were there whenever we were having that little VC session with Tons. We called him out.
I was
and then he did nothing. Yeah, there for a little bit. But basically, Tons was like, you know, Ginto was just pointing out, Tons, you're being cringe. And then you left, and then, yeah, basically, we did all that. And then his immediate thing to do was to say excuses and to dismiss it and to say, and then I just chalk it up to, oh, that's just how I am, or, you know, like, just dismissing it, sidestepping the whole thing.
That's just how you
like
are.
asking for more time. And I'm just like, okay. And then he said, like, okay, I'll say a snippet of what he said in response, like to Ginto and DMs. He called that we brought him over to a VC session, okay? And then we just did it in a private channel where we talked it out. He called that a stunt. You do not want to see a stunt from me and Ginto. You do not want to see a stunt. You know what? If that was a stunt, then holy shit, pinging everyone, putting you on stage, forcing you to stay in the voice chat, pinging you over and over again, or writing out an essay in front of everybody, pinging everyone again. You do not, then what is that? That's not a stunt?
I would definitely.
Because we could have done that. Or we could have just renamed everybody to whatever, we have so many things to do. But no, we decided to go into a VC session and then, just do all that. No. And then try to talk it out and then try to get it heart to heart.
Yeah, you're giving
seeing our perspective and then pointing out flaws that we see are legitimate
Wait.
and then we can work together to try and make those not as bad, so that the relationship won't be as bad, or however it's gonna be, basically. And yeah, it's just it's just not working out. This guy, and same this guy is basically sidestepping whatever deeper really he says that he talks about deep genuines or whatever or gassing shit up. Oh yeah, did I mention that he's Mr. Hyperbolic? He's hyperbolic as fuck. He talks about anything ever being the greatest thing ever, or like saying, "Wow, that's so good, yeah," or whatever.
Oh yeah, I've noticed that definitely.
Yeah, he also has the annoying tendency to say "bruh" and "lol" at least 3 times in every conversation. It's so fucking annoying. The only thing that will keep him from being the most insufferable person to talk to, in just talking styles, is putting in XD at the end of his talks. At the end of his messages.
Oh yeah, that
will be the only thing that keeps it. That's the only thing that keeps him from being the worst person to talk to.
Ginto,
not
no.
obvious typing styles. So yeah, I'm thankful that he didn't go down that road yet, but still. Regardless, Tons is that guy who claims to I like deep stuff or whatever. Kojima, he talks about the games and gassing them up or whatever, but still ultimately has shallow opinions of them taken from other people. And then it's just okay, whatever, bro. And then he's and then whenever there's an opportunity where people are pointing out stuff about his character or how his demeanor online, or a genuine a slightly deeper conversation topics, he dismisses it, sidesteps it, or regurgitates whatever we say. There is nothing. He is stagnant, which is honestly pretty frustrating. It's honestly pretty frustrating. It was revealed further in songs. Yeah. Adios, Goose. This has turned into Enzoh rants about server members.
We shall end this program for now.
No, don't do it. You can't end on something like that. It needs to be put in with it's a sandwich, It's nice things at the front.